This is Channel 6 News.
Bring another IndiTime story with Ben McLeod
and Ethan Schiltz. Let's go to Maddie for the key to success.
Hi, my name is Malin Huntemery, and I'm with the sponsor of Key Club, Miss Crab, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. So, how do people get into Key Club?
Key Club's open to about anyone. All you have to do is show up at our meetings. We meet the first Tuesday of every month over the lunch hour.
Okay, and so what does Key Club do?
Well, we are a service organization. We're associated with the Kiwanis group here in town, the high school version of Kiwanis, and we try and do some type of service project every single month. Mm-hmm. So we do everything. Our big one that we do in October is we trick or treat for the Eliminate program with UNICEF to raise money to provide vaccinations for mothers in Africa. Is a big project. We just finished a Super Bowl, which was a canned food drive for our local food pantry. We also volunteer up at Well Life. We have about 24 members, but we're always looking for more, and you can join at any time.
Okay, thank you.
You know, all states have representatives. Do you know about yours?
I'm here with Mr. McCarter to ask him a few questions about the Student Council. Where does the Student Council meet?
We meet in the classroom off of my guidance office in room 209.
How many people are part of Student Council?
We have 6 students in each class for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, so that would be 24 members.
What does Student Council do throughout the year?
Well, the school year starts with homecoming, and student council members are in charge of doing the parade, the dress-up days. We normally do a powwow, and then the coronation and the big dance. And so it's a lot of work, and it's really a lot of fun. And student council does that every year.
Cool. Through all of these years, what has student council done that has had a huge impact on our school?
Well, there's a couple of things. One of the things student council does is does fundraising for causes, and lots of times it's for students or people who have had tough time with disease, cancer. And one of the things that we did it's been quite a while ago, maybe 10 years ago, was we had a fundraiser called Have a Heart for a Heart, and it was on Valentine's Day, so it was this time of year, and they did a fundraiser for those students that wanted to from Student Council, and it just exploded into a pretty big deal, jump in Lake McConaughey on 4th of July, or on Valentine's Day, not 4th of July. And I remember the day it was 11 degrees outside, and the ice was 11 inches thick, and it was covered by Canopy TV and the Omaha World Herald, and we raised $15,000.
Cool.
And people were coming off of the interstate to watch it was quite a spectacle. The rural fire department, volunteer fire department, was there to help make sure that nobody suffered from exposure and that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. And then the other thing that we did that is most memorable is we hosted the State Student Council Convention here in Ogallala. And Mr. Pavlik was actually the principal at the middle school at that time, and we hosted about 1,000 students and their sponsors, and they stayed overnight. The Victory Underground played for a dance on Sunday night, and then we held leadership conferences all through the convention day on Monday, and it was pretty outstanding. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now to FBLA with Aaliyah.
The future business leaders of America.
Future Business Leaders of America is a nonprofit education association with 250,000 students preparing for careers in business and business-related fields. Our local FBLA club does a lot of organizations as well. They decorate the end part of the senior hall. They do door decks for the nursing homes. They also do spook suckers, and they do 50-50 raffles to help raise money.
And now to Libby with the Science Club.
OHS Science Club has a lot of parts. We have people that compete in robotics, Science Olympiad, Science Bowl, Envirothon, Science Fairs, and recently a science and energy-based community project called NEED. I asked Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Aylward, sponsors of the Science Club, if they had any recent events or competitions. They said the robotics team recently competed in Ravenna and Kearney and placed in the top 15. The Science Bowl team won the Western Nebraska Regional Tournament this past weekend, and that qualified them for Nationals, which will be held in Washington, D.C. The Science Olympiad's first competition will be next week in Hastings, and they will also be competing in Ogallala and Kearney, and attending state in Lincoln in the upcoming months. And finally, Envirothon was Wednesday, February 10th, with 5 teams competing in the group testing event that covers environmental issues. Ogallala won 5th out of all.
Ben, do you speak Spanish?
Sí!
And now to Heron Tudo with SHS.
That's Jarn in Spanish.
Spanish Honor Society's objective is to recognize outstanding students in the Spanish language classroom. They can apply and get awarded scholarships. They help the school and the community by having things like fundraisers and food drives. In order to become a member of SHS, contact Mrs. Zimmerman and she will inform you on what you need to do. There are 30 members. President is Haley Hansmeyer, Vice President is Abby Wynn, Secretary is Stephanie Skinner, and Treasurer is Jake Van Laningham.
What is this? Oh, roses are red, violets are blue. Poetry Club is for you too.
Here's to Megan and Randy with the Poetry Club.
Hello, I'm Megan here with David Murrill. Can you tell us more about our new poetry club at OHS?
Well, right now we are sitting at 8 members, I believe. I'd have to count, but we meet on Wednesdays and also sometimes on the weekends, and we get together. We work very closely with Mrs. Edmond and Mrs. Anderson are our sponsors, and then we also work very, very closely with 2 members of the Louder Than a Bomb committee in Lincoln, which Louder Than a Bomb is the competition that we'll be competing in March 20th actually. And we work closely with them, and we write individual pieces as well as one group piece, and we just we write whatever we feel like writing, and we discuss and we share at the meetings, and we just work towards becoming better writers.
Okay, thank you.
And now with Shelby to Tri-M.
Ethan!
What, Ben?
Do you realize what this means?
No.
Tri-M, triangle, Illuminati confirmed.
I am from Miss Tuttle's 5th Hour, IndiTime, and I'm interviewing Mr. Redford. Mr. Redford, how long have you been interested in Tri-M?
I've been with the group. I did it when I was student teaching at Omaha Central last year, so I've been involved in Tri-M since before I started here.
And what does Tri-M mean to you?
Well, it's just a music group that represents us as a whole, because it's tough when band and choir tend to be really separate entities, and so that kind of brings us together so we can do like service projects and stuff.
I'm with Chase Coggins, a member of Tri-M. What is your position in Tri-M?
I'm the vice president.
And how long have you been in Tri-M?
Since sophomore year.
And what does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? Well, it's an organization. It has to do with music. We do a bunch of stuff promoting music. It's just a group full of kids who love music, and it's really fun to do stuff with them.
All right, well, thank you, Chase. I am here with Jordan McCormick. Now, shrink down to my size. Okay. Do you like Tri-M?
Yes, it's very fun.
What do you like most about it?
I like that it's curriculum-based, and you have to have like a 3.0 to get in, and it's all about music.
Now to FFA with Alexis.
Hey, Ethan. Ethan.
What, Ben?
Guess who had a farm?
Who?
Oh, McDonald had a farm! Yeah.
I'm Alexis Canning here with Miss Haley, who has started the new FFA program in Ogallala. If you could describe FFA in one word, what would it be?
Busy or outstanding?
Okay. How many people are currently in Ogallala's FFA program?
35 with 18 active members.
Okay. What do you have to do to be an FFA?
To be an FFA, you have to be a dues-paying member. You also have to buy your official dress at the beginning of the year, participate in the FFA meetings that we hold each month, or you can participate in leadership activities, different contests throughout the year, or community service projects.
Alrighty, thank you.
Hey, Ethan, what's 2 plus 2?
Fish.
This is why we're not in the National Honor Society.
NHS members need to have a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Members go through a character evaluation in charge of special events such as Blood Drive and the Marquee. NHS President is Easton Tuttle. Vice President is Samuel Cheddar. Secretary/Treasurer is Abby Wen. Historian is Taylor Meyer. Mr. Glenn is a sponsor and meetings are held once per month after school in his classroom.
Ethan, are you tired of not having clubs that you can join?
All the time.
Well, if you go to Alakazam! I learned that at Hogwarts.
Wow.
Yeah, they kicked me out.
Why?
Apparently you can't turn the teacher's coffee to monkey vomit. It's whatever, though. Let's just say Professor Snape didn't like it. Anyway, if you go to this website, you can even start your own Hogwarts club if you feel the need to. And student council might, just might, open your email.
Thank you.